The button.
It's your boy, Jeff Jones.
It's your man in the house, Thomas Boykin.
I always know it's your guy, Mike Jones.
This is 234
Sports.
Let's talk about it, fellas.
Talk about it.
All right, big news. Kevin Durant decided to stay with the Brooklyn Nets. Fellas, what do you think about this?
Nobody wanted to pay up that money. That's why he's still in Brooklyn. And everybody knows Kevin Durant is on the downslide too. He ain't the same Kevin Durant, especially not after the injuries from that he had to go with surgery with and everything else. So, and he already showed you in the finals in the Eastern Conference playoffs, dude, he's not the same player. Plain and simple. He's not the same player. So I think they're going to try to probably build around him and probably Kyrie, but they still got to solve the dilemma of defense.
Hey, Thomas, let me ask you a question. What's not the same about Kevin Durant?
Number one, Eastern Conference play is not the same as Western Conference play. Boston showed him that. If you get in Kevin Durant's grill and play physical defense with him, Kevin Durant gets frustrated. And if you're a proven scorer, you got to do what it takes to get your point across. So if you got to make an example out of somebody, which back when he was with Golden State and with Oklahoma City, it didn't matter who guarded him. Now, it's not the same Kevin Durant.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I don't know.
It's just Kevin Durant was one of them guys that was a freak of nature that there was no defense for him. He could go around you or shoot over the top of you. There was no defense in that. You just had to pick your poison. If you caught him on an off night, you caught him on an off night. If you caught him when he's on fire, he gonna kill you.
So you think Kevin Durant is trying to get back out west? That's what you're saying, Tom.
I think so. I think he's trying to go back out west so he can get loose a little bit because he can't get loose out east. East ain't having it. You got too many physical presences in the East. Just saying. And their record showed, New Jersey's record showed. Come on, man. They didn't go in as a 1 seed. They went in as an 8 or a 7.
Well, fellas, what do you think about this? As far as him staying, do you think that with everything that went on, he requested the trade, then he came, down and said that he wanted the GM and the head coach gone. He, pretty much told them the owners, it's him or them or me, and now he's decided to stay. What you guys think that this taints his image? How you think people gonna view Kevin Durant now?
Well, hey, I'm gonna tell you like this, Mr. Jones, is that I think that I really don't think that it taints him at all. And I hope you guys are hearing me clear, but if you're not, it is what it is. But I just think that man, I think that he threw it out there that he wanted to be traded. And granted, he got more money, I think, and I just think that with his rider, I just don't think it does any damage towards him. Period. If anything, it does something more towards management. How was it that you couldn't get this guy to be happy to the point to where he just couldn't keep his mouth shut? You know what I mean? And you look at Kyrie Irving. I think, and guys, I had spoke about this earlier. I didn't think neither one of them was going anywhere, and I think management or somebody had to really get those two guys in a closed room and talk to them and say, "Hey, we can make this work if you guys give it a shot. You know, and you look at Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons, he's granted he haven't panned out in previous places, but he could be that piece, Thomas, to where maybe Kevin Durant don't have to sit and be physical. Maybe he can sit and play that brand of that West Coast ball that you're talking about. You know, if those guys are penetrating the middle, Kevin Durant should be wide open. That's just my opinion.
I think the problem Kevin Durant is having right now that people are going to have with Kevin Durant is the fact that he's not winning in Jersey, and he went through the same thing with Oklahoma City where he was winning but couldn't win the big ones. And then he got to Golden State and won the big ones, and now you want to get traded because you won the big ones, and now you want to go back to being the man, and now you're not winning. Now you want to get traded again. That's a problem to me. That's a Kevin Durant problem.
I kind of, fellas, I really believe that this is going to make him look bad. I mean, I really do, for the simple fact that you left OKC, you went to Golden State, you did your thing there, and then you wanted to leave there. Now you're in Brooklyn. That's why I say that. I think that a lot of people are going to start to look at that and say, this guy, he can't stay committed to one team. That's why I say I think it's going to taint his image a little bit. People are going to know him as that guy that's Mr. Unpredictable.
That's the same thing that I said about LeBron James.
Yes, you did.
Well, fellas, speaking.
I was going to sit and say, like Thomas said and brought up LeBron James, but the only difference with LeBron James is and Kevin Durant is, I think LeBron James was the man in every situation he's been in. Kevin Durant, at Golden State, he won a championship, but really, was it all about him, or was it about the team around him? Even in Miami, D Wade, granted, he was great, and he had a couple other players, but to me, that was more about LeBron James, his dominance. I just don't see Kevin Durant being that dominant player. So maybe we are sitting and asking for maybe we have a bigger expectation from Kevin Durant than what he really is. Maybe he is just who he is, just a little. He'll score, you know what I'm saying? But what else can he do?
Hey, you got to be able to bring something else to the table, man. And if you can't bring something else to the table, everybody knows, like, we know you can score, but what else?
What else?
Well, fellas, we're going to see what else he brings to the table. I agree with you, Mike. As you touched on it, I think that they got some good pieces there. And with Ben Simmons, if Ben Simmons, if he comes to play, I think that Brooklyn got a chance to make some noise. I don't think they win the championship, but I think they got a chance to make some noise. Now, speaking of Mr. LeBron James, fellas, LeBron just signed a 2-year, $98 million contract with the Lakers. What do you think about that?
Nope. Would have never pulled the trigger on it. Nope. Would have never pulled the trigger on it.
Why not, Thomas?
Don't get me wrong. LeBron James is a bona fide superstar, great basketball player. However, he's got too many dilemmas to solve in the Western Conference. Whereas where he was in the Eastern Conference, how many times did you see LeBron not go to the finals in the Eastern Conference? He's not solving the Western Conference dilemma. He solved it once, but after he solved it once, he ain't been back. So it's a whole lot of dilemma in the Western Conference that he hasn't solved. And with Golden State, Memphis, Phoenix, Dallas, Utah, they don't have a solve for that. And LeBron James is not going to be the solve for that.
Right.
So they need to do some revamping and some rethinking. That's just me.
Hey, let me jump on it. Thomas, you know what? I didn't even think about it until you just said it right now. I think Kevin Durant, I'm bringing Kevin Durant back into this picture, and with LeBron, it seems like they need to cross back over. To me, LeBron James never seemed to have fit in the Western Conference. I don't care. He just doesn't. He don't look right in the Western Conference. Kevin Durant does not look right
in the Eastern Conference.
in the East.
Nope.
You know, and I think I would respect LeBron James, and with this contract that they gave him, I would respect him more if he was playing out East, facing the Boston Celtics, facing the New Jersey, facing Atlanta,
Milwaukee,
and Miami.
Miami, yeah. I think then, and he's doing what he's doing, scoring 30 and 40, 50-something points a game, then I'll sit and say, you know what? That contract is worthy. A lot of it is worthy because he has held his health, his longevity. So that gives you a little bit of a bonus. I don't know, 5%, 10%, something like that. But then, see, the reason why I think they probably giving him this money, I don't know. I mean, he's a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? And he's a legend in the game.
Facts.
He's spoken. They want to play with his son. You know what I'm saying? And the Lakers, they sit up there and they just, I think they're just working with him because they don't want to lose. Look, if you're not winning, then you need somebody to sit and be a poster of your franchise. And, if you lose LeBron James, which I kind of disagree with the Lakers, you can always start and rebuild. The Lakers don't want to rebuild. They want to keep a face on that franchise, and LeBron James is it.
Keep this in mind. You still got two guys that they drafted that could be your potential faces of the Lakers.
Who that?
Scottie Pippen's son, Shaquille O'Neal's son.
Yeah.
That's your future. That's your future of the Lakers right there. That's your future. And that could be the very near future if they plan it right. It could be the very near future. Now, you can use LeBron James to groom them two, yes. And if you're going to bring them two in and let LeBron groom them, yeah, I'm down with that. Because now you're grooming two guys that can play ball and that can actually fit the mold of what the Lakers are trying to do. But if you're just paying them the money and not bringing these cats along, you're wasting time. Because he ain't getting no younger. And Father Time, as Mark Jackson says, Father Time is undefeated.
Never lost. Well, fellas, the Lakers have made a move, bringing in Patrick Beverley. What's your take on that?
The only concern I got with that, because I'm Laker Nation all day, every day. My only problem with that is, what are you doing with Russell Westbrook? When you solve that dilemma, then you can have that dilemma. But you ain't solved the Russell Westbrook dilemma. So now you're going to bring in another guard that's going to clash heads with, that LeBron's still not going to let them bring the ball up because LeBron wants the ball in his hand. So why are you bringing point guards in and you got a guy that's playing forward that wants to bring the ball up?
Wow, that's a good point, Thomas. Good job. Hey, I'm going to jump on that, man. Like you said, I never thought about Russell Westbrook in the whole deal. I just thought about Beverly being a defensive juggernaut, making that team tougher. That's why, but I never thought about Russell Westbrook. He still is on that team. And Patrick Beverly, I don't know how LeBron is being taught or being told what to do with these years in the league. Would he listen to anybody? Hopefully he will. But like you said, Thomas, LeBron wanted the ball in his hands. So, and I think some of that problem, we go back to what's my guy that played with Boston, Rondo.
Yep.
It's some reason when they played together, hey, Rojo wasn't playing it. He was sitting jump in LeBron here. And maybe that's why he ain't there.
Keep in mind this though. Rondo is one of them cats that has a very high basketball IQ and knows how to put players in spots. He did that with the Celtics when they won their chip. You playing with Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, all them cats. He's putting these cats in places. And he's the younger of the bunch. Keep in mind, the 1 year that the Lakers won their chip with LeBron, who was running point? Rondo.
Rondo was there.
Which tells you a lot about what Rondo brings to the table.
Yeah. Or what a true point guard brings to the table on the team.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Absolutely.
I just think, you know what? This is what I'm gonna say about the Laker organization. Magic Johnson, whoever them. They tried to bring and guys, like I had said earlier, leave that Showtime back in the 80s. This is the 2020 era. I just don't like LeBron James handling that ball up the court. Let that boy do something different. That guy's so athletic. If you the greatest of all time, if you want to show that you the GOAT, you go post up sometime. You sing be on the wing. You run defense. I don't like you bringing the ball up, walking the ball up the court. You know what I'm saying? That's what us guys are for. 6'2" and 6'3 guys. That's what we supposed to do. We put you in position because you're 6'9", you're 6'10". You're supposed to dominate the game on every level down there in the post, man. But you want to bring the ball up and you throwing lazy. I mean, you throwing passes and it's cute. I mean, it's cute. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. A cute pass. He's throwing no look.
Cute.
The other day, it ain't hit that team set and get any further in the playoffs or winning the ball game.
Keep in mind this, and I'm gonna leave it alone. There has only been one guard in Laker Nation at that height that played point to the max.
Magic
only
Man.
One.
Yes, sir.
But look, Tom, guess what he had, though? He had Kareem, Worthy. He had players to where he didn't have to go do that. But the Lakers now, they need him to sit. They need LeBron to do other stuff. And when Magic was asked to sit and go in the post to play a center back in the day, guess what? He went down there and did it.
And got a double.
Right.
And dang near got a triple-double from playing point center. I'm just saying.
Too.
There's only one Magic Johnson. Only one. Well, fellas, moving on, man. Let's talk about, it's ladies' night. Let's call it ladies' night.
Uh-oh.
I think the ladies don't get enough love, man. We're going to talk a little WNBA. It's ladies' night.
Yes, sir. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ladies' night, man. The WNBA Final Four, man. Final Four. Man, let me tell you, these ladies are playing. You got Connecticut, you got Chicago, you got Seattle, and then you have the Las Vegas Aces.
Yep.
What are you guys? What is your take on this? What do you think is going to happen with the Final Four? Who do you see coming out victorious as champion?
You know how I do it. I don't go with the defending champs. I go with the underdog. But truth be told, I'm going to tell you like this. This is your girl's last season. I guarantee you, Seattle is going to do everything in their power to send Sue Bird out with a championship. Guarantee you that.
I like it.
I'm going to ride with Seattle to take this thing.
Hey, Thomas, how long has Sue Bird been in the league, brother?
She has been with the Seattle Storm and only the Seattle Storm 18 years.
Wow. UConn product.
But again, it goes to show loyalty to your team.
Right.
Ain't too many people that's gonna stay 18 years in one spot. The only other guy in my mind that did that, Kobe.
Kobe Bryant.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm gonna
Keep
say
in
this.
mind, Kareem did it. Kareem stayed with the Lakers a while too, but he started with the Bucks.
Right. Well, look though, Thomas and Jeff. Now, granted, Sue Bird did come out of UConn, and she's been with them for 18 long years. Man, you know, I just think the WNBA, it had to grow to where it is now.
Oh, absolutely.
I tell you, it you know, back in the day, I used to watch Houston Comets with
Facts.
Cheryl Swoop.
Cheryl Swoop, yeah.
You
Facts.
know,
Cynthia
and
Cooper, all them.
yeah, but there was a lull in between there to where I didn't watch WNBA period for the longest. But then I've always been a big college basketball, women, men, whatever, especially women. And definitely UConn was one of those teams that I watched because them in Tennessee Vols the past summer, they were like rivals. And so Sue Bird came out of that UConn deal, man. And the chick, man, was legit. She was a real player. And she has stayed, like Thomas said, stayed with that squad. And man, they've had some pretty good teams over the years. And the thing about Sue Bird and that Seattle team, they have no with them, they have nothing but fight. They have a leader, they have a veteran leader. But I'm gonna sit and say this, guys, it's not about Sue Bird in this playoff.
Uh-oh.
Like I said, if I had some orange goggles, some orange
Here we
Tennessee
go.
ball, guess what? I'm a nemesis. My girl Candace Parker, she did jump ship. She didn't stay with the Sparks all her career, but she was Chicago, her home team that she loved. Michael Jordan.
Oh yeah.
All them cats down there. I think that Chicago will. Didn't they win it last year?
Yeah, they are they are the defending champs.
This year.
They are the defending champs, that's for sure.
Yeah, and they will win again.
All right, fellas.
Uh-oh.
Well, we showing love to the ladies. Ladies night. LL Cool J, ladies love, legend and love. Ladies night. Yeah, we salute the ladies, man. Those ladies have really elevated their game, man. I'm telling you. I'm like you, Mike. There was a time when I was all over the WNBA, then kind of a little period where I wasn't, and then I was checking back and forth. And as of late, man, these ladies have been doing a thing, man. And I'm telling you, they're good. They're good. And I think it's only a matter of time before you see a woman player in the NBA. I think it's a matter of time.
It's coming.
It's coming.
I agree.
Your girl could have played, actually.
Who that?
Brittany Griner probably could have got away with it.
I think she could have too.
I don't know. Look, I'm gonna disagree with you guys with that. I think maybe not a big. I don't think a big chick would do good. I think a guard would do good in the WNBA. Give me a guard, man. Them guards, they quick, they fast, they can get their shots. They can sit and run screen. But a girl like a 6'9" Brittany Griner, hey, back in my heyday, I'd throw her a shot every time. I can even keep that.
You sure she wouldn't dunk on you, Mike?
I don't know, Mike. Hey, Tom, I think she might.
A guard, she can be elusive and quick and fast and shifty and stuff like that. I just don't see a big girl being able to get in the league. Can you imagine Brittany Griner against an NBA? Somebody like that? Come on, man. Really?
You make a good point, Jones.
Yeah, but that's like trying to say them girls gonna handle Allen Iverson.
I think it's more realistic. I think more realistic. I think a chicken center because it's not about physical.
That's like asking a chick to stay with Steph Curry or James Harden.
But I think it's more possible because they don't have to sit and just beat up on them. All they gotta do is match speed. And
And that's hard
understand.
to, and that's hard to do. Because
Yeah,
the one thing
but it's
about
more realistic though, Thomas. This is what I'm
the
saying.
thing about speed is this. Everybody ain't blessed with it. Either that ain't one thing that you get. Either you got it or you don't.
Well, you look at Flo Joe. Could Flo Joe beat you back in the day?
Absolutely.
So,
Hey, I know my strengths and weaknesses, and I know with that speed, I didn't have no shot.
hey, look at Thomas. But could Flo Joe get you in the post in playing basketball?
I don't know if anybody. I ain't gonna discount myself in the post. Nah, I ain't gonna discount myself. I ain't no slouch now.
I'm gonna say no to that. I'm gonna say no to that. I seen Tom in the post. I'm gonna say no. Hey, fellas, moving along, man. Look at let's talk about this. And I've been waiting for this right here because I want to hear y'all. I want to get y'all take on this, man. Who do you think had or has the best handles? Any player, I mean, from high school, from college, from NBA. Even if you want to go globetrotter, we can do that. If you want to go and one, we can do that. Who do you think had the best handles you've ever seen?
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, I got you thinking.
Look, with my basketball knowledge, that goes back a ways because I watched some stuff. Because the first guy I watched that had some for real handles that could do stuff with the ball was Pete Maravich.
Nice.
Pete was that dude, man.
Oh yeah.
Bounce the ball and like.
Hey, Pistol Pete wrapped the ball. Come on, man. Pete was that guy.
Pete was that guy.
Hey, I give him his props. The dude has skills, no doubt. But as far as modern day, that's a lot. That encompasses a whole lot of people. That's going back 80s, 90s, early 2000s. That's a lot. There's a lot of people that have some handles.
Who comes to mind though, Tom? When and Mike too, you can jump in on this. Who comes to mind when you guys think about handles?
But I'm gonna go with this cat here, and there's a reason why. And you go laugh, Jeff. They named the move after it because it was so good. The Sham God.
Wow.
Hey, God, Sham God was that dude for real.
Man, wow.
Hey, Sham God was that dude for real.
He was that dude. He was that guy.
Hey, but look at when we think of handles though, man, I'm talking sick handles. Sick handles.
Yeah, well, one guy that comes to mind for me, Tim Hardaway.
I was waiting. The crossover. I was waiting.
Yeah.
The first master of the killer crossover, the UTEP two-step. Can't go wrong with that.
Man, I'm finna throw some names out there.
Oh, there's a couple. There's a whole lot of names out
Jason
there,
Williams. White chocolate.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
White
yeah.
chocolate.
White chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
Man, you come on, man. The man was something else with that basketball.
Oh, yeah. He was a wizard with the ball. Now, that's for sure.
Definitely. And I'm going, and me and Mike, we were talking a little bit about this. Curly Neal.
Oh, absolutely.
Globetrotters.
Sliding all over the floor with dribbling the ball 2 inches off the ground. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Without question. Now, if you want to get modernized like that, then you can't leave out AI.
AI, yes, sir.
Can't leave out AI. His problem was stupid too.
Hey, AI was a problem.
Definitely, he was.
Hey, they didn't call him the answer for no reason at all.
Hey, But look, hey guys, I'm gonna jump some guys that I seen that had some cold hand. I'm gonna go back to my high school days. You guys never seen them. Willie Holland out of Covington High School in Covington, Tennessee. The cat was coming down doing stuff like this. I mean, he was throwing passes. We was like, when Covington came to play Haywood County, Tennessee basketball, the Tomcats, he was gonna put on a show. That was the first time I've ever seen wizardry, in person. Then if I'm gonna say and go to the next level, I'm gonna go with my guy Penny Hardaway.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Little Penny was
Not Little Penny.
Oh yeah, Little Penny has some stuff.
Yeah. And then if I'm gonna go to the NBA, man, the wizardry of them all, man. Man, I can't just throw out Mr. Magic Johnson, man.
No, you can't discount Magic, dude.
Yep. And let's not forget about Isaiah Thomas.
Nope.
Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving. Steph Curry.
I'm gonna tell you who else.
Jamal Crawford.
I'm gonna tell you who everybody forgets about. Everybody forgets about Kevin Johnson.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Everybody, you know who else don't get credit? Mad Max.
Nice. Nice, man.
Hey, I was listening to Kevin McHale. He said he threw his boy into the spot, man. Tiny Archibald.
Oh yeah. Oh
he's
yeah.
nice
Tiny
too.
had handles.
Definitely, man.
Oh, Tiny had handles.
Them older cats, man, they probably didn't shoot well, but they could sit and handle that rock, man. They dribble that ball all around, You're like.
And another guy fell
that you might not know about. An old school name from the Seattle Supersonics. If y'all remember Slick Watts.
Slick Watts. No, sir.
Yes,
can't say I do.
Slick Watts was that dude too.
Now we're gonna have to look for Slick Watts.
How you be knowing about players like that? Man, you be bringing up some names. I be like, where you get that name from?
Hey,
Slick Watts.
Hey, fellas,
what I do, man.
Look at before we get out of here, man. We can't forget Chris Paul.
Nope.
Point guard.
We cannot.
The boy from Street Ball. You can't forget Hot Sauce.
Hot Sauce, the professor. Skip to Malou.
Can't forget them cats, man.
Come on, man.
Steve Nash.
Bone collector.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fellas, it's been a real one, man. It's been a good one, man.
Absolutely.
It's been fun, man. We're gonna have to call it a night, man. This is it for 234 Sports Talk.
Yes,
Until
sir.
the next time.
Ladies night.
We're gonna talk about it again soon.
Ladies night.
Ladies night. Oh, what a night.
Oh, what a night.